And a beautiful good day to you. Thanks for joining me here on the channel. We're studying the lessons of A Course in Miracles here, and today we're on lesson number 282. I will not be afraid of love today. And I wore my love shirt. Love is patient, love is kind. How sweet and synchronistic. All right, so I'm gonna read through the lesson, and then I'm gonna read a passage in the text that Ken Wapnick associates with this lesson that I think is so beautiful, has so much to offer, and will definitely bring you some peace today. All right, so I will not be afraid of love today. If I could realize but this today, salvation would be reached for all the world. The decision not to be insane and to accept myself as God Himself, my Father and my Source created me. The determination not to be asleep in dreams of death, while truth remains forever living in the joy of love. And the choice to recognize the self whom God created as the Son He loves and who remains my one identity. Father, your name is love, and so is mine. Such is the truth. And can the truth be changed by merely giving it another name? The name of fear is simply a mistake. Let me not be afraid of truth today. So beautiful. So the section of the text that Ken references, he actually just picked out part of one of the paragraphs, and I'm going to read two paragraphs to you. So it's pretty early on in the text, chapter 2, which is called The Separation and the Atonement. Pretty heavy stuff in the beginning there. And we're going to go to paragraphs in section 1, which is the origins of separation. Paragraphs 3 and 4, I will read to you now. The Garden of Eden, or the pre-separation condition, was a state of mind in which nothing was needed. When Adam listened to the lies of the serpent, all he heard was untruth. You do not have to continue to believe what is not true unless you choose to do so. All that can literally disappear in the twinkling of an eye because it is merely a perception. What is seen in dreams seems to be very real. Yet the Bible says that a deep sleep fell upon Adam, and nowhere is there reference to his waking up. The world has not yet experienced any comprehensive reawakening or rebirth. Such a rebirth is impossible as long as you continue to project or miscreate. It still remains within you, however, to extend as God extended His Spirit to you. In reality, this is your only choice, because your free will was given you for your joy in creating the perfect. All fear is ultimately reducible to the basic misperception that you have the ability to usurp the power of God. Of course, you neither can nor have been able to do this. Here is the real basis for your escape from fear. The escape is brought about by your acceptance of the atonement, which enables you to realize that your errors never really occurred. Only after the deep sleep fell upon Adam could he experience nightmares. If a light is suddenly turned on while someone is dreaming a fearful dream, he may initially interpret the light itself as part of his dream and be afraid of it. However, when he awakens, the light is correctly perceived as the release from the dream, which is then no longer accorded reality. This release does not depend on illusions. The knowledge that illuminates not only sets you free, but also shows you clearly that you are free. Wow. So much good stuff in there. I love the metaphor for when you're sleeping and a light turns on, and then it kind of becomes part of your story in your dream, but yet you're like, oh wait, and then you wake up and it's like, oh well, the light got turned on. So immediately you come to your senses and you're like, oh, now I know what happened, or now I understand why I thought what I thought. And I believe that that's going to happen as we get more and more aligned with and integrated with our true identity, and really step into that and live our lives from that place rather than from the ego's position of smallness and sabotage and hate and war and all these things. terrorizing people with, weather events and things of that nature, we collectively, all of us are, I think, what they talk about here, saying a rebirth isn't possible as long as you believe you're still dreaming. Well, I think a lot of people are waking up to the fact that we're not dreaming. Well, I mean, we're dreaming, but we realize that we're not living in the reality that we're controlled and manipulated and brainwashed to believe that we're living in. So there is an awakening that's happening. And I think the more people involve themselves in doing their work and finding ways to bring peace into their lives, into their being, things are just going to keep getting better. So, Adam's going to wake up one day, and I guess that means it's pretty much over here on Earth, but at least we'll have known that we didn't live our entire dream incarnation asleep and unaware of what it can feel like to awaken in a dream. So thanks so much for joining me today. Again, our lesson is I will not be afraid of love today. Lesson 282. Have an awesome day. Enjoy. Contemplate and reflect on these things, and hopefully it helps you have some peace in your day and make peace with other people. Maybe make peace with people that you didn't think you would be able to. Like, finally let all that down, let the guard down, which is just fear at some level, and open your heart to whoever and whatever comes your way today. It will probably feel a lot easier than you think it will. All right, take care, and I'll see you back here again on the next video.